What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode 2 of the Road to World Cup Draft to Glory, or the Draft to Glory on the World Cup mode, whatever you want to call it. In the last episode we sadly lost in the final, but we still packed some amazing players, and today we're going to try and get a better draft. I want to pick something with a lot of, the 4-2-2 is exactly where, the 4-3-1-2 is exactly where I want to be. This is where I think we're going to get all of the icons showing up. So, that's choices, that is. Before we pick our captain, thank you guys for being here. If you could drop a thumbs up, it'd be amazing. Let's try and smash 5,000 likes for today's episode. Don't be alarmed. We are going to be returning to regular Draft to Glory as well and rotate between the World Cup and the regular one and just see which one people favour, and we'll go from there. But this is a tough choice because Henry is obviously amazing and an icon and links a lot, but Ronaldo is Ronaldo with a hunter. I picked him. I just want him. He's just the best. Let's get an Henry anyway. Yes! Let's go. Ronaldo and Henry. My draft has already started off amazing. Hopefully we can get the other icons pop up now and we'll just go for a... Oh, okay. My luck's not in. I've seen other people get those lucky drafts, man. Doesn't seem to be the case for me. We'll pop the Swede in there. Now, there's a few icon centre mids. Lothar Matthäus pops to mind. Tolisso is a good shout, actually. It's a good card. Kovacic is a good card as well with engine. His shooting's not great, but passing, dribbling, pace, and physical is nice. Tolisso with powerhouse. Boosts at defending and passing. Quite well rounded. Let's have a look at his in-games. 3-star, 3-star, 5-5, 5'11", sorry, high. Yeah, I think I'll probably take Tolisso. He's a really well-rounded card and of course gets a strong link to Thierry Henry. And once again, the icon's not necessarily coming for me, but I will take here Thiago, which allows us, fortunately, a really high-rated player to drop in and still no icon. So, hey, it's not all about icons. We've got a couple of Europeans here again. We've got Gudelj and we've got Delaney. Delaney actually looks like a really decent card. 4-star, weak foot, high, 6 foot tall. Hopefully not the guy that we keep there. But this European draft, I mean, it started off so well, didn't it? Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Jordi Alba there will take 100%. It started off so nice with Henry and Ronaldo and Hernandez and Okocha, but it's kind of dropped off the pace a little bit. But with Jordi Alba and Sergio Ramos linking with Tolisso, Thiago, Thierry and Ronaldo, we are only a couple of players away from having an insane draft right now. Our next centre-back is going to be Kurt Zouma with a shadow. Definitely. We'll take him. We'll throw in the right back. Come on, give me Kyle Walker. Is Kyle Walker a right wing back? I think he is. So we've got ourselves Joshua Kimmich, or we could take Smolnikov. And Smolnikov's got a bit more pace, but a Guardian Chem style. 89 sprint speed, which is really nice. Obviously, as a player overall, he's not quite nearly as good as Kimmich, so I'm going to take Kimmich. I want to go for the best players, not necessarily the fastest players. And then in goal, oh wow, Ter Stegen. Look at that for a draft to start things off, guys. We need a better cam and a better centre mid. Outside of that, our team is pretty cool. I was hoping for a whole bunch of icons, but not the end of the world if we don't get them. And look at that for wanting a better centre mid. He can go in there. In fact, instead of this 73 rated guy, we'll put Paul Pogba up at cam there, and that's improved the team massively. Next up, let's take Isco. We're going to go for the high-rated player. Corchia with a shadow is not a bad shout, but I want to go for a high-rated draft here. I want to see if I can get a 190 highest-rated draft. We get Icardi and Werner the Burner. Okay, we'll keep the European theme. We'll take Werner. We've got mostly Europeans now, with a few outside of that. Rakitic and David Silva. And once again, to keep that European theme, we'll keep David Silva in there. So we've got a couple of big bench players. We need to really improve Kurt Zouma and Delaney. Sadly, none of these guys really work for that. I mean, I could put them in there. They just wouldn't get very good chemistry. So for rating, I can improve it a little bit. There we go. We get Nakata or Nakata. I apologise if I said his name wrong. We're going to pop him there. We're going to swap those two around. Is that everyone on 10 chem? I mean, with the right manager, yes, it is. And that, guys, is a sensational team to start things off. A 188 We are going to need some big cards to keep up this rating. That's not the way we wanted to start it, but we'll take Rico there. Not that he's going to get into the team, but we'll take him. Moving into the defensive slots. Come on, give me a couple more icons. We get Ginter. Now, Ginter's not bad. I don't think he's quite as fast as Zuma, is he? No, not as fast. Same defending and way worse physical. And Zuma has a shadow, whereas Ginter has basic. Let's drop in the big guys. Let's get David Silva on. We've already gone down from a 188 to a 187. Let's get Isco in there. That pops us back up to a 188, which is quite nice. Our team, I feel like our team is very complete. We're going to take Mats Hummels as well, and we're going to play Mats Hummels as well. We're going to throw him in there at centre-back. We're going to get Zuma off and Werner in. And does that help our rating? It remains a 188. Let's get a big Lothar Matthäus. Let's get a good couple of icons. Come on. No chance. We get El Neni, the Egyptian god, next on the board. Few choices here. Could go for Carvalho because he's nice and high rated. Or we could take Dembele for a sub. Who have we got as offensive subs? Werner. And then for midfield, we've got Isco. Not that we need Isco, really. I'm going to take Dembele there. That might be bad for the rating. It still keeps us at a 188 with 2 spots left. Can we see a Messi throw up for us? Yes, we're all Messi and Suarez. I'm going to take Messi. We want that rating. And Messi's beast in this game. So it remains at a 188. And then the last pick to know whether or not we're going to get a 189, I guess is going to be Costa. So there we go. It remains at a 188, guys. I mean, this is a very, very nice team. Ronaldo, Henry, and Nakata. His card looks very, very good. The midfield is great. Pogba, Tolisso, and Thiago. The defense is also very good with a great goalkeeper. I will be upset if I don't make it far in the draft with this team. But that, guys, is the team. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we'll come up against has got a 4-5-1 team with a couple of icons in there. Lacazette, Iniesta, David Silva, Walker, Company, Stones, and then that 73 late rated left back. And once again, although I talk about this in great detail at sometimes during the last few videos, I've produced so many videos over the last few days, which, by the way, guys, thank you for the support. Unbelievable. That I don't know what I've spoke about when and in how much detail. So one thing that you'll notice with the drafts and with just the World Cup mode in general is the incredible imbalance in defense and attack. You know, I actually enjoy the gameplay in the World Cup mode. I find it to be very fun. I feel like they've changed some things in a minor degree. I feel like auto defending isn't quite as good. I definitely feel like goalkeepers are not quite as good. But I actually wonder if it's not actually a change in gameplay, but instead a change in the way we look at things. Because one of the things that you have with this World Cup is that as I say, there is a huge imbalance in defenders and attackers. There are only a handful at best of top class defenders in the World Cup game mode, because obviously there are, you know, so many nations that don't have very good defenders. You know, you're really looking at the top class defenders, even like Umtiti and Varane, Boateng, Sergio Ramos, and it's very difficult to pack or pull or you know select the top tier defenders. However, in regards to attackers, there are an abundance of incredible top-tier, world-class attackers. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, even players like Marcus Rashford and such. And the reason why these attackers are so disgustingly overpowered compared to the defenders is because of the fact of how important pace seems on this game mode. So you see the defence I'm up against now, he's got a left back in at centre back, he's got Nathaniel Klein at right back who's not very good. He does have Sergio Ramos and Jordi Alba who are very, very good. But when you've got someone with blistering pace running at that defence, there's just no chance. And it allows lots and lots of goals to be scored. So the draft for me is just a lot of fun, and I'm conceding a lot of goals. You remember in episode 1, we won 5-3, 4-3, 6-3, and then lost 5-4 in the final. It was just an absolute mass of goals scored and conceded, and I kind of like that. It reminds me of the start of FIFA 18 when defending was far more manual before EA like kind of adapted it to cater to the casuals, and games were finishing like 9-6 and 9-5 and stuff. And I like that because although it's it's quite unrealistic in terms of this being a game of football, and it's supposed to be a replica or some kind of similarity to the actual sport. It's by the way, I got sent off there. I put this on Twitter. I said that's cool. I know why it's a red card, because I pressed to cross after I run past the opponent. What I find remarkable about that is I had possession. I then got fouled in the box, but because him fouling me broke me off of like controlling the ball in the eyes of the game, when I pressed cross to cross, Henry slid and took him out, and I got a red card. But yeah, it reminds me of like the start of FIFA 18 when there was lots of goals. And like I say, it's not necessarily realistic to what football is real life. Not that Ultimate Team is supposed to be realistic to football in real life to a degree, because it's a fantasy game mode. It's literally called Ultimate Team. But I liked the game at the start. There was a clearer skill gap. And although there was lots and lots of goals, it's because you got rewarded for good attacking play, because the AI defense wasn't so overpowered and broken that it would just spot and defend absolutely anything. And I feel like the World Cup is very similar to that again, in the manner that, if you actually craft out a good scoring opportunity, you will score, because the defenders just aren't quite good enough to defend these great attackers. And I really like that. Into the semi-final we go, guys. We end up conceding the first goal here, but we've got really lucky bounces in the box to go 2-1 up. Cristiano Ronaldo coming up trumps there with his silly celebration. We then go down the right-hand side, and 34 minutes on the clock. Ronaldo gets possession of the ball, crosses it in. Henry controls it, takes a touch, and then shoots and pops that one home to make it 3-1. We then made it 4-1. Here's Tolisso into Henry. Henry over to Jordi Alba, and a banging finish from Jordi Alba to make it 4-1. I then scored the goal of the tournament. Here the ball comes into Cristiano Ronaldo. He hits a sombrero flick, volleys that, and that is just woeful goalkeeping. You expect the goalkeeper to save that. And then there's another banger from Ronaldo as well. 5-3 now with just a few minutes on the clock. Ronaldo gets fouled. Ball gets picked up there by Paul Pogba, lays that one out wide to Joshua Kimmich, finds Ronaldo, who shoots from there, and again it just flies into the back of the net. Again, just showing how bad the goalkeepers are in this game mode, how easy it is to score goals. And that sends us through to the final, guys. So we made the final in episode 1. And sadly, we lost on the episode 1 final. So back-to-back finals, and here we go. We come up against another super team. Lewandowski, JJ Okocha, Rui Costa, Laurent Blanc, Mustafi there, Kyle Walker. And again, look at the left-back spot. The left-back spot is a big problem. Mustafi, not good enough. He's got Mignolet in goal, not good enough. Sergio Busquets and Nemanja Matic, whilst one at a time with another really fast or really good overpowered CDM is fine. Having both of those kind of guys with no pace at the same time is going to be a problem, and it was a problem for my opponent because I was able to run riot on this guy in the final. Early on into the game, we get the first goal. Henry lays it through to Thiago, back into Henry up towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo lays it through to Nakata, and Nakata shoots and scores to make it 1-0 after just 13 minutes. It took some time to get goal 2, but goal 2 came. Henry with the laser from the top of the box in the 84th minute to make it 2-0, and that soon became 3-0 in the 88th minute. Here's Messi, turns around the defender, has a bang, great finish, great goal, 89 minutes, 3-0, and there was time for one more goal yet. This guy makes a humongous mistake with his defender. Cristiano Ronaldo takes a shot, gets back to Mignolet, Messi steals it, shoots and scores, 4-0, draft over, draft 1, and hopefully we can get something good in our award. So a really, really comfortable draft victory in the end, guys. Didn't really struggle against any of the opponents that came up against. My main struggle was that I was unable to get the goal in the final to kind of like win the final until the very end. But that, guys, is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so in episode 1, we choked the final after taking the lead and ended up losing there in the last episode. But in episode 2, we got to the final, and man, was that tense. I smashed that guy the whole game, and I just couldn't get that second goal. Eventually it came in the 85th minute, and then I managed to pop 2 more in after that as well. But it really should never have got that far. Should have been able to win that game comfortably, even before half-time. This draft was fantastic. Henry, Nakata, Ronaldo, great. Tolisso, Pogba, great. Kimmich, even though he's slow, phenomenal in game. Jordi Alba, Sergio Ramos, great. Off the bench, we saw Werner the Burner in the final, but more importantly, Lionel Messi. This guy is just unreal in this game. Finesse shots, driven shots, his pace, his agility is just unreal, honestly. I think, I don't want to say he's better than Ronaldo in this specific game mode, but I think the small, agile players have a huge role to play, because when you're playing against, you know, slow, tanky defenders, because there's not really that many strong defenders in this game mode, it's ridiculously easy. Let's see what we get as our prize, though. This is my first online draft win in the World Cup game mode, and we get an Asia Premium Players Pack. Oh, we've got a Premium Players Pack from all 5 confederations. Is that only 15 players and that's it? I'm not going to lie, that's pretty poor. I think you get better rewards for winning the draft offline than you do online, because offline, you get a Premium European Players Pack, you get a 7.5k pack and a 5k pack that also translate over to regular FUT, and you get either 5 or 6,000 coins. This is not worth it. And I would say that this is probably going to halt this series, the Draft to Glory and the World Cup mode, quite quickly, because I'm not playing for this. Like, this just isn't worth it to me. If I was getting packs that also translate to regular Ultimate Team or getting coins back, okay, no problem. But the fact that all we've got here is 5 packs of 3 players each, that's terrible. That's genuinely terrible. There's, like, when you consider, like, some of the players, like, also, one of the EA guys DM'd me and he said, you can't get icons in these confederations packs because the icon confederation is that in of itself. So even though you can get Japanese players here, you can't get Nakata. So we get a 76 rated player as our best player from this. Not worth it. You know, I don't want to be that guy that's all doom and gloom and so on and so forth. But when we're talking about putting in 15,000 coins, if you bought 2 7.5k packs, you would get 10 players minimum altogether, and you'd get the packs back on the other game mode. The way we've done this here, we're only going to get 15 players, and the North and Central America, the Africa and the Asian packs are useless to us. You're not going to get good players. The only way you're going to get good players is from the South American or the European players packs, so you essentially get the chance at 6 good players. I'm sorry, man, but that's poor. I mean, that's genuinely really poor. I don't know what to say about that. I'm quite disappointed. And I know, I'm sure people are going to be like, here he goes again, always complaining. But, I mean, for 15,000 coins, like I said, it's genuinely more logical to spend it in the offline draft because you get better rewards. Now, as I say that, we're going to get 85 rated Keylor Navas. 86 rated Keylor Navas. He's actually a walkout. So we get a walkout out of this. And he's not a bad goalkeeper. Good diving and reflexes, just really bad positioning and handling. Who else do we get? Lozano and Moreno. I mean, I don't know, dudes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being salty. I'm probably going to end up packing something sick out of one of these and be like, oh, it's totally worth it. But ultimately, the bottom line is I don't think it is totally worth it. We get 3 81 plus rated players here. Brazilian, left wing. It's going to be Neymar, isn't it? It's Neymar. It is a huge pool. Oh, it's worth it, guys. Whoever tells you that these draft rewards aren't worth it is a liar. We get 93 Neymar. That is an insane pool. Now, of course, this goes on to my Road to Glory, like, World Cup account. So we're going to have him in the RTG now. I mean, that is fantastic. You know, that is fantastic. I still don't think it's worth it. I'm sure I'm one of the very, very lucky ones where we managed to pull Neymar. 5-star, 5-star. Remarkable stats. Dribbling, great. Good stand, great pace. Shooting, composure, very good. I like this card a lot. I do like that card a lot. I still fall under the impression that winning the draft offline is more valuable than winning the draft online. We go into our European players pack. Let's see what we get out of this one. If I get Ronaldo as well, I'm just so done. Let's see what we do manage to pick up. It's going to be Nemanja Matic. So, yeah, I mean, Neymar was the saving grace. We get 84 Nemanja Matic. I don't think there's anybody in here that could save this. Oh, I mean, we get Icon Giroud. So we do pack 1 icon. We get Zul as well and Matic, 384s, which can't really complain at. But generally speaking, guys, disappointing. And it actually relieves the pressure from me to win the draft, because the draft final that I lost in the last episode, I actually got packs back and coins back that translate in regular Ultimate Team, and I got some good packs out of it as well. Might be a consideration where it's actually worth losing in the final online instead of winning in the final online. I don't know. We'll test it out. We'll play some more. We'll try it out. We'll test it out. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.